How's it going, everybody? This is going to be another devlog for Moonshadow. If you missed it, I did one last week, kind of explaining the new update for the list, pretty much going over everything, because the list is being rebuilt from scratch. So to start off, a few things I didn't cover earlier. I want to talk list size. So if I take a look in here, let it sort through everything. Right under 80 gigabytes, including downloads, so that is bigger than last version by quite a bit. I can't remember it. I think the other version might have been closer to 40. A big reason for that is moving to using the stock game folder, which is an added 15 gigs. With all the Skyrim updates, it's the only way you can really do a list anymore. But also there's a fair few more graphics mods, which you can basically just tell by all the separators for them. Still trying to maintain that performance, but it's looking a little better. How I usually do my graphics mods is I just go in game, and if I see something I think looks bad, I'll just start looking at Nexus for stuff to replace it. That, keeps a reasonable both file size and performance impact. And I've come up with what I think looks pretty nice. So I also have some fun gameplay changes to talk about, or content changes. Won't be a ton of stuff, and it's only been a week since the last one, but there will be some fun stuff to talk about. Some opinions I want to get actually about some visual stuff that I'm not sure how I feel about. So yeah, best way to do it will just be hop in game. And we'll start a new game again. I want to actually get into some combat too, just to kind of show that off and give some thoughts about Requiem and combat mods in general. So, oops, not loading a save. My sound wasn't up all the way. Let me fix that. Hopefully that'll be better. Okay, so yeah, you can definitely see right off the bat, you might notice something different with our start. I'll talk more about that in a second. Character creation wise, I changed my Argonian textures for female Argonians. I like the look of these. I think they look good. I'm still using the same BSL for males, which I think is the best looking. Khajiit as well, I have a new one. Not entirely happy. Oops, that's presets. I think it looks good. I think it's maybe a little too sharp. Like a little over sharpened, you can kind of tell. So yeah, still looking Khajiit mainly. Everything else I'm pretty happy with. Every other race visuals. So yes, some of you may be familiar with this. This is Helgen Reborn alternate start, which I've done some tweaking to, but I started playing around with it. And I was thinking that I was using Paradigm before, and a big part of Paradigm that I liked was like the starting classes and the starting spells. But what I realized with Requiem is that you get your spells in Requiem obviously by taking the first perk in the thing, and then you're able to learn. Oh, see, I took a perk before starting. I haven't actually technically started my Requiem installation. Classic Requiem. You gotta open your inventory, let that go, have some fun. But yeah, you get prompted with your things to study there. So starting with perks starting with a bunch of spells doesn't make as much sense. Equipment wise, so I've tweaked how much equipment you can get. Like before in vanilla Helgen Reborn, there's like a million septums in here. And obviously the idea is you can just like take how much you want based on your character's backstory. But with a generalized list like this, I wanted a more universally balanced thing for all of you meta gamers out there. Looking at you, I know you would definitely take all the gold. But yeah, so if you're unfamiliar, Helgen Reborn offers a bunch of the traditional options for, like, you'll see in Live Another Life or Unbound. You can choose, Overseas, go to Windhelm, Solitude, Dawnstar, etc. Oops, I didn't mean to click random there. You can start the vanilla start. You can start the main quest picking up right at High Hrothgar. Start as a member of a guild, all that fun stuff. And if you do default, it's actually a fun one. If you're familiar with the mod, you'll of course know this, but you start in basically a pre-vanilla intro Helgen. So it's a full-on town, all the normal fixings. It's really cool, and you can just start the main quest by talking to the innkeeper, and it handles, in my opinion, the starting of the main quest much better than, like, Live Another Life, for example, which is really awkward, especially with all the unvoiced dialogue, which I hate. I don't use any mods with unvoiced dialogue. I've also switched survival mode. I was using the Frozen North before. I found it to be a little too harsh, and it just wasn't exactly what I was looking for, so I am using just regular old Creation Club survival mode with survival mode improved now, which I think is a good balance, and it has good configurability. So yeah, you also notice with the roads, I have a mod that basically applies your dirt texture over the vanilla road meshes, so you can see the stones still, kind of. Like, this is a good example shot, but it's all covered in dirt. I am unsure how I feel about this. I like it for the most part, but at the same time, you can tell, like, if I go back over here, it starts to look a little plain and repetitive if you get into a place where it starts like there's just normal dirt over here, and this just looks a little plain. And also these smoke effects look terrible. What even are you? Weird. I'll look at those, because I don't like those. I'll look into retexturing those, or giving them a new mesh. But yeah, this is pre-War Helgen. You still have, like, the keep to explore, houses, there's an inn, that sort of stuff. But we can just start making our way around. So yeah, I'll get did I get a sword? I forgot to get the sword, I just got a dagger. Let's start looking for some combat. So yeah, I mean, I like these roads because, like, if my other list, Vanguard, uses northern roads, which I do still like. Obviously, compatibility's a nightmare with it, just due to the sheer scope. Not necessarily even a problem with the mod itself. It's just the nature of that type of mod. But it wasn't what I was looking for with this list. And I think it can also get a little repetitive. And there's some tiling with some of the textures. Nothing too noticeable if you're just playing, regular, like you're not screen arching, you're just walking around. You won't really notice it too much. But this, I think, is a good middle ground where you have, like, the nice dirt road aesthetic, but you also have... That's my phone going off. Sorry about that. Let me turn that off. Yeah, but you also have the stone, like the regular kind of established dirt or established road options. So yeah, still using Fabled Forests. Love how it looks. I mean, this is such a good vibe for me. Like a nice immersive vibe. What is this? Is this Pine Watch? Oh, that scared me. This is Oh, I hear combat music. Shit. I'm gonna die probably. Oh god. Do I have potions? I don't. I got raw meat. Give me the raw meat. Let's do that real quick. fuck back here. I'm not letting you escape. Where'd you go? He's literally taking cover. Yeah, easy. Just like that. Crazy how that happened. Good kill on my. There's another one, dude. Oh shit! That's a lot of spiders. Alright, I'm just gonna take the L on this one. Let's move on. I have no stamina either. But yeah, I think I was before I got interrupted so rudely. Redback's Pine Watch. Lovely little overhaul for the house, and it still keeps like the inside with the basement and the secret door all intact. So I guess I'm going to Fall Creek. I'm noticing weird. I'll have to figure this out. It looks like when I jump with my weapon holstered, I'm using my animations as if, oh shit, I forgot there's Robber's Gorge over here, as if I had my weapon equipped. So put it on the list. Oh yeah, I'm in God mode, aren't I? Is that spider still behind me? Yes, it is. I don't know how I feel about the floating health bars with Moorhead or Truehead. I like it, you know, obviously it's like your typical modern thing. This dagger has literally 0 reach. I don't know why I didn't get a sword. Hey, you guys want to help me out on this one? Thanks. Not me, them. But I actually will show you the spider replacer I have. I love how it looks. It looks so creepy. Strong. I kind of forgot what I was saying. Got sidetracked. Yeah, these daggers are terrible. Yeah, so you can see first-person combat. I got flinching, block sparks, just to make things a little more, like, interactive, I guess. Feel a little bit more impactful. And you can also see the wetness shaders. I like the look of. I guess I'm not a good example. You can't really see it on me, but you can see it on her. There's a sword. See the animations. I'm using a full-on mix of size matters, comprehensive first-person animation overhauls, and then another one. Are you trying to fight me? Oh no, they're fighting them. Another one. I think it's called like KG's. Oh, you guys are dead. Ooh, ooh, just the kettle, just missed them. I think it's like KG's animations. I'm using it for two-handed animations. Third-person animations, I'm still looking for something I like. I don't think I have anything. I have stuff for two-handers, but not for one-handed. Well, that was chaotic. I like your armor. I like your helmet. Dual-wield mace? That's kind of sick. I wonder if I could use this as a weapon if I just start pushing it around. And just like roll it into someone. Or it's gonna just kill me. Oh yeah, let me turn my metrics on so you guys can see. Forest of Falkreath, always a pretty intensive area, but doing decent. 75 FPS. Again, GTX 1060. Old ass PC. But this is a place where I really love how the roads look. These hybrid dirt stone roads, I think, end up looking really nice. If I can get over 60 FPS overlooking cities of the North Falkreath. Okay, I was gonna say that would be impressive. It's not gonna happen. survived this. Ouch. Oof, performance in Valkyrie. Rough. There you go, it gets better once you get into the town square. Let's get on a horse.
What do you think you're doing?
See ya. Shut up.
Time to cleanse the Empire of its fear.
So we can at least move around a little bit faster. Yeah, so I don't have much to talk about. You know, we talked about alternate start. I guess, yeah, I was going to talk about just kind of combat mods in general. I've been looking around at dodge mods, MCO, other animation mods, and I'm just having a tough time finding a nice combination I like. Oh, I will say while I'm on my horse, I removed improved camera for now. Just a few too many quirks that were bothering me with like clipping and some other weirdness. But I know that's still an active development mod, so I trust things will change, and it's a DLL, so easy to add back if I want. But yeah, combat, you know, I messed around, MCO. This list is not going to use MCO. I thought about it just because it does improve third-person combat so much. But it, at the same time, just completely kind of butchers first-person combat, which I feel like a majority of people use. Especially this is, you know, a list focused on immersion. Like, that's kind of the buzzword of the day, buzzword of the list. So I don't think, like... Oh yeah, I forgot you guys are mad at me. Like, I don't think the flashy MCO stuff fits, and especially since first person is not as valuable, I don't think that's gonna happen. Same with precision. I think I talked about this in the first episode, but I was talking about weapon reach, and how it's, you know, a actual, like, you can see here, bottom right of the stats, you can see the reach of the different weapons, and it's a pretty key element of balance with, you know, the difference between a dagger, a short sword, and a regular sword. They all have very specific reach values, pretty fine-tuned, as Requiem does. And if you use precision, it of course makes it realistic, and I think... Why are you mad at me? Aren't you just a hunter? And I think, you know, would make it more satisfying in some cases, but also in others it just... I don't want to say ruins the balance, because that's a bit overkill. But just you know, skews the balance a bit in unintended ways. I don't want to kill a dog. I'm not going to kill that dog. Alright, horse. Oh wait, you are not in God mode. I'm in God mode. You're not. Oh wait. I guess maybe it applies to you as well? It doesn't. It doesn't. I thought I clicked on it to into God mode, but... No, that's my bad. RIP to that horse. So yeah, that's my thoughts on MCO precision. Still looking for animations just to improve things, but you know, with animations it's also hard to find stuff. A lot of animations indirectly will change attack speed. I don't think any bow animations really mess with like draw speed, or you know, I don't want to say reload speed, but you know what I mean. But, you know, swing speed on melee weapons and stuff can be affected. So, again, that's just me being mostly autistic about balance and making sure everything's, you know, quote-unquote as intended. But I think the less variables you introduce, the smoother gameplay and combat will be in general. Oh yeah, I got some new fences too. I like the look of. I'm using a base object swapper mod to diversify them, which I think is a nice touch. Vanilla fences are obviously a little weird. Might tweak. Probably will tweak these textures to better fit Skyland. Because as you can see, it's a little off. It just sticks out a little bit. Did add some mods to retexture alcohol, because I thought that was the worst looking. This stuff should be owned, by the way. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, I forget what it's called, the alcohol mod I'm using, but it looks quite good. Let's go into the Riverwood Trader, show some other new retexture stuff.
Orgnar, are you listening?
I got some basic food stuff,
The ale is going bad.
retextures,
We need to get
because
a new batch.
obviously food's a little crusty and vanilla.
Did you hear me?
Yep.
But other
ale's
than
going
that,
bad.
everything around
Guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after.
the same as it was before. Oh yeah, no, I didn't talk about this earlier when I was talking about Requiem perks. I already invested 2, so it only says 3, but I'm actually thinking I'm gonna start with 5 perks to start out with. Requiem starts with 3 by default, but I like 5.
Sure, we get a fresh batch in soon.
You know, Requiem's early games obviously intended to be kind of slow.
Think I got
Take
a
your
good luck
time.
around here somewhere.
Feel, you're not gonna let me steal stuff. Feel the improvement and all that, but at the same time, it can be a little slow and frustrating. So 5 perks, I think, is nice. You do 3 primary skills, 2 secondary skills. Especially, can you, if you want me to leave, whatever. Especially in Requiem, how you pretty much can't do anything. Yeah, there you go, bitch. Unless you have a perk in it, like you can't pick any locks if you don't have the first perk. You can't really
We got rooms
pickpocket
and
if you don't have the
food,
first
drink,
perk.
too. I
Potions,
cook.
alchemy is not going to be
Much
great
else to
without the
tell.
first perk. So, yeah, that's why I think 5 is nice, just so you can kind of set up your character and have everything where everything you want your character to be able to do, they can do,
You're
even
that
if
visitor
it's
been
not well.
poking around. Here we go.
I don't know. Intrusive thoughts
Damn
took
it.
over. Does she have an ebony dagger? Why does a random barkeep in Riverwood have such like good weapons?
Die, damn you!
It says in their weird, you know, just bad quality game design, I guess.
You're making me angry.
So you can see, this is actually a good example of reach. Like, theoretically, I might be hitting him. Like, it maybe feels like I should be hitting him. Like, if I had precision, I don't know, maybe I would. It's tough. Usually precision's actually the opposite way, where, your reach is overall shorter.
You'll have to do better than that.
But
You're not
especially,
afraid of me.
Requiem for a Knave has, like, mortal, I think it's called mortal enemies, that old Skyrim combat movement mod. Like, that style of attack commitment. So, that's another reason I think it's good to just keep
Not bad,
vanilla
but it
reaches, no dodge, no, Jesus, covered in blood. I'm just kind of losing my train of thought at this point. But yeah, I feel like I'm a broken record at
Here
this
we
point with about precision and MCO. I think it's great. I have an MCO list. I think it's great if you design a list for it. It's super fun. But it's just not. It doesn't fit what this list is.
You'll have
I
to
love
do
these
better than
mace
that.
sounds. They're so funny. Sven, you're not gonna
I'm
do
not
anything,
afraid
buddy?
of you. This is how it's done.
Never should have come here.
Oh, now I have a death penalty. The death animation looks like he's hugging it.
Damn it! I could use a hand here.
So yeah, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts, if anyone has made it this far. One, about the roads, that was one thing I was a little unsure of. I think a big part of it is the dirt texture. I'm using, I think, Mysterious Dawn's dirt texture, but the dirt texture can really change how the roads look overall. So I think that could help things, but let me know what you guys think
Lorcan's eyes, you're
about the dirt roads versus regular roads, that sort of thing. And also just about combat in general, if you guys have any suggestions. Arrow directly in my chest. Or just what you guys think about Requiem combat, how it can be improved, if you have any like pet peeves, things that you think need fixing. Other than that, I don't think I have a ton of other new stuff. Let me alt-tab. I can look back at Mod Organizer. I talked about survival mode improved. Medieval Spirits, by the way. I was talking about alcohol mod earlier. That's what it is. I mean, alternate perspective. Oh, did I talk about... I don't know if I ended up talking... I don't know if I had Oblivion icons. What's it called? Oblivion interaction icons before. I do now. Did some tweaking to it. I like how it ended up. These guys are relentless. Hide in here. Now you guys can't get me. Requiem for Knave updated some new stuff. New patches for some new armors, which is cool. Bosmer armor pack, an old classic one. So yeah, we got some more custom armors. And then other than that, I think this is all stuff I had before. So yeah, much shorter video, I hope. Actually, I don't know how long this has been, but not a lot of changes. The list is definitely getting to that point where for one, I'm actually playing the game, and that's where most of the tweaking will come, is as I'm like actually playing with a real character. And I notice stuff like, oh, I'll notice this should be owned, obviously, because I don't want players to be able to just walk up and steal this from someone without any repercussions and sell that for however many septums. I thought I already checked this. KJ's Riverwood. This tree should probably be disabled, because that looks like it's clipping through. Yeah. So yeah, this is, you know, a lot of, yeah, okay, a couple trees to disable. Stuff like that. And I'll show you guys my process for that when there's a mod clipping like this. Let me make sure I'm getting the right reference. It can be tough trying to select the exact one. I don't want the firepower. I want this one. So I already have a patch for my Riverwood mod in Fabled Forest where I disabled a few clipping trees, but I missed these two. So I think this is the right one. Let's get that ref form. 150C3210. 150C3210. What are the odds I remembered that correctly? Probably very low. The fun of having so many mods, except it takes so long. Hey, that's impressive, I remember that. So, what's this mod even called? The Riverwood mod. Kato's, my bad. I think I called it like KS Riverwood. So let me make sure this is the right ref. Nope, see, I had the wrong one. You saw I disabled. But actually, that one should be disabled anyway. So we'll mark that initially disabled. Did I do that? Yes. And then this one, 4D717. Is that over here? No? Okay. 4D7. What? 4D. Oh, it's vanilla. That's why. My bad. Wrong one again. It's so annoying trying to use the scroll wheel to find the right one. Let me go up like this. Real close to it. C3211. There we go. That's the one I want to disable. That's the fun. Probably would have been easier to just load up the creation kit, but that's the fun of patching a mod like Fabled Forest. I love it to bits, but oh boy, can it be fun to patch. Probably disable that one. Maybe just move it. But yeah, that's all I have for this week. Probably will be back next week with, I think videos will get progressively shorter and shorter. Thought I turned my phone off, but I guess not. And yeah, hopefully we'll work towards a nice release soon. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts on, in general, combat. And, oh god, he went flying. And just like kind of the overall visuals in general, I guess, for the list. If you noticed anything that you think, like, oh, that looks disgusting, that should be fixed, that looks out of place, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you all, and I will see you next week.